contemporary dancer for a Black-owned dance company in Indianapolis. I also teach hip-hop classes to different studios and contemporary classes. So it took me a while to become a member of the company at Dance Magic because I was overweight, and it took me just training and losing weight to really show that I could be in the company. The struggles that I faced when I started Dance Magic was trying to defeat favoritism that was already there, especially as an overweight minority. I was one of a couple of black girls that were in the company or trying to be in the company, and so I was definitely overlooked. I had to work hard to achieve my goals by practicing harder than everyone else. I danced after dance classes. I danced on weekends and days that the studio was closed to achieve the goals of being one of the best dancers at the studio. I began choreographing hip-hop pieces particularly because we didn't have a hip-hop teacher at my dance studio, and I saw that there was a need that I wanted and other dancers wanted, so I just became that need and that voice. Currently I teach at 3 studios right now, all teaching hip-hop to younger dancers. Once I choreographed my first competition routine, I received a $16,000 scholarship and second place overall in that competition. When I was at Ball State, I danced for a hip-hop troupe called Outlet, which I really loved and enjoyed and got to choreograph for and be a part of. However, I was a dance major also in the theater and dance department, and I was one of 2 black dancers there, which I love, but it was a difficult journey. At Ball State, I do believe I had to work harder than my white counterparts. We did a musical called Swing, and there was only 2 roles for black dancers, and I was lucky enough to get one of them, but my white counterparts did not have to fight for that role. All the roles were given evenly and easily, so I definitely had to fight harder at Ball State in their dance department. So I currently teach at 3 dance studios. One of them is Dance Magic, where I grew up. I teach their junior and elite hip hop. I teach at a studio called Turning Point, where I teach ballet and hip hop to all of their dancers. And I teach at Ibada, which is a black owned dance company that mostly focuses on African, but I get the delight of teaching them hip hop every week as well. I've currently started teaching community classes to adults in beginner hip hop and advanced hip hop, just to build the Indianapolis community and their love for art and hip hop specifically. If you are an aspiring dancer, I would say don't get caught up on how you look. In the industry, they are always cast typing by looks, by weight, by all things, but don't get caught up on them. Just because if you are a darker skinned person or a black person, you still have so much beauty to give, and there's a place for you in the dance world. No matter your size, no matter your skin color, no matter your hair texture, you still are important, and there is a space for you in the industry. Don't ever let anyone tell you that there is not. Because everything is changing and inclusivity is a thing. So go out, keep auditioning, you will find your spot in the dance world. So if you can get into a dance class, one, it builds community, but also we are so wrapped up into the social media world where you can take classes online and can learn online, which is great to do when you're at home and you can't afford classes. But when you can afford classes, get into one. You'll meet so many great people, you can network, you can build a community, so you can feel okay to make mistakes and be confident to try new things and go to different classes. I would also say if you could travel to different cities or conventions, you can get a lot of bang for your 15 classes in a weekend. You get to meet people from other states and just build that community. It's so important. Community is so important. And also not to judge yourself too hard. In all dance classes we have mirrors, but the mirrors is there for you to assess yourself, not to judge yourself. So go in confidently and don't judge yourself too harshly.